What's going on? It's your boy Brotherly, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. And today we're gonna lock in. We are back, and the mic is fresh. We should be sounding and feeling good. How you guys doing out there today? Let's see. Let's wait for our family to jump in here. We are sounding and feeling good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And before the video even starts, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna get right back into where we were yesterday. We're gonna check the supports, but I'm feeling so good that we got our audio situation fixed. Appreciate that like. Appreciate you. Who's in the house? Is that you, 80? Is that you, 80? I know you joined the stream earlier. I had to turn it off. Make sure that our voice is nice and crispy this time going through. Who's in the live? Who's in the live? Show yourself, fool. We have to tweak out on the settings for an hour, chat. A whole hour just to get our stream together with the audio. We're gonna make sure that I want to make sure that this shit sounds as good as possible. Well, let me just double check and make sure that we still good because I've been having PTSD. Yep, we are still lit. Who's out there? Appreciate you guys for joining. Hell yeah, Philip, we back. Audio is better than ever. We should never be having audio issues. As expensive as gear that I've invested over $1,000 in audio equipment for my music production, and the fact that I couldn't get it to work for the stream, it's disappointing. Disappointing, chat. But we got it now to a certain extent. There's still one more upgrade that I want to do to the stream and add our interface to the actual gaming computer, because right now we're still running the mic over the internet, which is not ideal. I think we can get a better quality in the future. So if you guys didn't catch the last stream, we are right here working on West Coast Racers Helix. We're going to get these A supports to go all the way around. We're just working on this little oddball situation here, and we will get to it in a second. So got a little spike lag there. But what's good, Philip? We're going to get into this right now. I'm just going to take a bowl of this good MJ. Had to stress out this morning on that damn stream. I really hate doing technical work. I really just like getting in and building, and we've already used a good chunk of our morning brain power to get the stream working. But it's all part of the process. So while we're waiting on this, let me pull up a little imagery that we're supposed to be looking at here. Okay, I got my image. I fell asleep before we hit that section. I fell asleep before you hit that section. All good. That's why I was falling asleep too. I was literally like, eyes were closing as I was making this, and I don't like to build when I'm sleepy because then I start to half-ass shit and cut corners. So we're starting fresh. We got a fresh bowl. We got some water. We got some tea. Only thing we don't have. Oh shit! 1 second, chat. We ain't got a lighter, chat, or our water. Give me 1 second, chat. Let's take a ride on the West Coast Racer. I'll be right back. Let's go. Coffee, because I'm feeling it. Feel good. yeah, chat. We coming back. We coming back. Yes, sir. Who's in the house? What's good? What's good, loud? We're back. We back today. Had to tweak out on this mic this morning. Looking good, my guy. Yes, sir. How you doing, Leaf? Every time you join Leaf, I'm like getting ready to, spark up that good Leaf. It's so funny, man. Every time you join in, it's like immediately I'm just getting my first weed of the day. How you guys feeling today on this Tuesday morning? Damn, I'm coming in hot. Let me turn this down. I'm coming in hot on y'all ears. No diddy. Okay, chat. We are going to lock in on this supports. This is not going to be the most fun video, but it's going to look amazing when we get this little section done. If you guys been to the park doing edits, so I dig that. Yeah, exactly. We're going to just have a chill day. I can't wait till I get to editing some videos, Leaf. When this area is done, we're going to do an amazing video, chat. The fucking shit's going to look like so fucking real, so cinematic, so awesome. I got some mods that are going to make my next video look, we might touch the level of my boy Coaster Cow, a fucking goat in the industry. If you guys haven't watched Coaster Cow's videos, he's taking the cinematic creations to the next goddamn level. Go look up Coaster Cow and Fog for Planet Coaster 2 videos. Shout out to Fog, my boy Fog. I think he has the most cinematic Planet Coaster 2 shit in the game. And every time I see his videos or what's his name, Coaster Cow, it makes me want to just make a complication. What are those? I can never say that word. A comp video. You guys know what I'm talking about. Fog is the man. Fog is on next level. Like, I think he does actual video editing for his actual job, so he has a little bit of a advantage on that point. And his animations, whoo! Have you seen his Minecraft video with the animations? Shit is clean as hell. Oh, you met Fog on Twitch? Yeah, it's a good dude. Good energy, super inspiring dude. We can go back to my favorite song right here. Okay, so if you guys just joined the stream and you guys are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the video. We're already at 4 likes and we haven't even started the shit today. I appreciate every single one of you guys. This fucking build is taking a long time, but it doesn't feel like work to me. This is such a passion project for me, chat. Every little build, every little piece is just one step closer to getting to where we need to go. And that is to be able to walk around this park and just enjoy everything for free. All right, chat. Oh my God, this coffee's so great. Coffee, weed. Perfect combination for builds. Lau says that L37 project is next level. This is a legacy build. That L37 project, I don't know if you caught the last stream, chat. I want to work with Fog on a similar project inside the map if possible. Since we have so much extra space in the land, I want to see if we can come up with like some backroom lore for Magic Mountain. Or there's going to be some type of weird shit that we do with this park that has nothing to do with the park. Like, I like the shit that you're doing, Loud, with your lore and kind of having a storyline for the park. So what we can do, as you see, this map is called Planet 6. It's not called Magic Mountain. So Planet 6 is basically kind of a knockoff of Magic Mountain. So that's why this park is not 1-to-1. It's Planet 6. It looks like Magic Mountain, but we are making it our own, and we're gonna have our own locations here and our own little small little shit. But let's focus on here, chat. This is a very intense little thing that we're going to do here. So we need to make, I may have to use the dome method on here because I'm trying to make a triangle and it needs to be like symmetrical. So what I'm going to do is take this piece here, because we need a full equilateral triangle here. Hate to get so technical with this. So we're going to take this support beam here, add a little grid piece that we can then turn around and move it around accordingly. I haven't done the sphere method in so long, chat, so bear with me. I've only done 2 spheres, or 1 sphere in this game. So this is a grid piece. Yeah, cool. Now we got our little grid piece. We'll put them together. They don't want to join. Okay, they already are together. Let's just make sure that they are their own building. Now, we need a larger slant for this one. Okay, so we need 5 sides here, chat. 5 sides. I don't know if it's possible to do the sphere method with this, but let's just try. No, it's not going to work with this, unfortunately. Fuck. We're going to really have to make this shape ourselves. Okay, so we need 1, 2... 2, 4, 6, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-sided. It's a 6-sided fucking thing. So we need something like this to happen. And I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here. I'm just kind of like tinkering around, but we need a little hut to form. I can already see that my angle is not right here. We got to go down a bit. So first off, we should be able to at least get our first angle here like this. I think that's it, chat. I think that's all that it is. Let's see. Oh, wow. This thing is like really supported. So what we can do, I think it has one more beam here, like an oddball beam that's in the middle. Fuck, chat. This takes a lot of like brain power to see what I'm looking at here. I'm just gonna take this shape and we're gonna roll with it. No one ever is gonna understand. No one but me is gonna know that it's missing a support. So we're gonna go ahead and add it. And shout out you guys for joining the stream. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're building all of Magic Mountain. Today we're working on the West Coast Racer. Wait, hey, hold up. Hey now, say now, what's going on here? We're going to go ahead and reverse some shit because we lost some love here. Let's go ahead and split from building. Can we get our connections a little bit tighter here, or is that the best we can do? We're going to go over that top piece with a single bar anyway, so we will go ahead and delete these. Delete this one. And then we're going to go ahead and slide this over. It needs to be a little bit above, just a little bit above the track, but below this one. And how does it connect? We have a small. Okay, so it connects on this one here. So we are going to, interesting. Okay, so we got to go down a little bit. Just a little bit. We're going to have to go down a little bit on this one too. He's too tall. And then change our connector. Add our connector over here as well. We'll just keep that same size for our connection. Right on the money, chat. We're right where we need to be. Go ahead and connect him here. Then we have some weird shit going on underneath here. There's a whole separate column of support beams that are holding these beams up, but we're not going to do those until we come back. So oh wow, chat. This is a very complicated system here. I can't see past this angle. I just know that there's another A here and it's supposed to connect. So what we're going to do is just simply go from here. I think we check this one because it's actually the same size as this one. So we go ahead and move a little over here. Something like that. It's really short between these. Go like this. Want to make sure that it's leaning against the forces here. Really look like it's holding this thing up. Appreciate you guys coming to the stream on this Tuesday morning, and I appreciate you guys dropping them 5 likes on me, supporting the channel, and I fuck with you guys heavy. We're a little celebration for you guys. Thank you for coming in. Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. All right, so let's drop in. Yeah. Yes, sir. Appreciate the love and the support on this one right here. Okay, so we're just a little bit above this turn. We want to make sure that we have enough room right here, because if you guys don't know what's going on, basically we're going to build a bunch of A-beams all the way around the white track, and then there's a column that's on the top of these that connects the A-beams to just this thing is super over supported. I'm not too sure why it has this many support beams, because this ride is not that forceful. Like, it has more supports than the Intimidator 305, and why the fuck does it need such a big support column? Like, I really would love to talk to engineering why they came to this. Was it an aesthetic look, or were the forces so intense right here that it needed such a structure? because it's not even going fast right here, chat. I mean, it's going at a decent speed, but okay. So this one, let me look at it. We need more of a slant, more of a upward slant for this one. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Probably to make it look nice, less supports look weird, right? I think it's just an aesthetic thing, but I feel like when has I mean, who knows? I don't know. Coasters in general are a whole aesthetic thing. The whole design in itself is aesthetically. Someone looked at it and was like, you know, it has to actually be aesthetically pleasing to the design and not awkward. So maybe on the supports, they over supported it to have a more menacing look, because it definitely looks like this section right here looks so imposing because of the support work. It makes it look like much more of a aggressive ride than it is. So if you've never been on it, you're just like, well, it looks intense. But it's really a family ride. So let's get our same angle here going. Something like that, chat. We're going to go ahead and sink it down. Make sure we have enough room for our top railing that's going to come. Boom. Okay, and then make sure we go a little lower because it needs to be underneath our rail. We're going about just a little bit lower on this one, but also too high here. I think all of this needs to go a little lower, unfortunately. Something like that. Still needs to be above. Is it above? Yeah, something like that. That's perfect. That works. That works, chat. Oh, I'm so happy I got this coffee here, chat. There's an awesome support that's right here. We might have to make that because it's under supported and it's floating like a crazy man. There's a weird ass support. I feel like they were just throwing shit together here. Like this shit so has a weird obtuse. If you guys remember geometry, this has a weird obtuse angle right here of supports. Like it's not normal at all. So let's start to connect our support beam so we don't have to come back later and then we're dealing with some issues. So let's start to connect these, right? Let's go. So we're going to go ahead and run this through the top of these beams. I never thought in life that I would be doing this, chat, but we are here now. So let's go and connect them. Yeah, when this ride came out, I never thought like, you know, I thought I might recreate it at some point, but I never thought that I'd be doing this part of it. And this is something that, yo, what's good, 1,000? We on the West Coast Racer, almost done with this thing. And as you can see, our mic is back together. We are better than ever. I can hear the game in my ears now. I spent like an hour this morning tweaking on the stream to get it to work. But I think we're good money now, chat. We may have some here, like the mic randomly might turn off, but we should have no more quality issues with the mic. Damn, I'm loud. With the mic glitching out and shit. So let's get down here. Our orientation is all screwed. The only thing about working with cylinder objects, chat, is that it's hard to see orientation is with the axis. So we got to spin it and make sure that this our world axis is right. I noticed that yesterday. Like, you learn something every time with each build. Since this object is circle or cylinder, it's hard to see where it's flat surface or where the actual cursor is. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you don't flip it right, your little X and Y axis is gonna be all fucked. Okay, so thank you for joining the stream. Whoever just popped in, we are working on the supports for West Coast Racer. We are working on this little guide rail that connects the support beams all the way around. And we just want to make sure that this goes in nice and snug. I think we're right there. Okay, so now we just need a little slight angle. This actually looks really cool. What's good, Action? Action Cola, new viewer in the house. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, my guy. Haven't seen your name in here. We are working on these support beams, and they're going to be fire. So we don't want it to be too straight here because it actually has like a slight rise. So that means we need to go down a little bit so we can rise up and follow the track's body. So let's go here. Wrong chat. This is one piece of bar, so we actually gonna have a straight. I thought it had a rise in it, but it's one straight bar. That would make sense. So we're there. We got our one piece. I've already subbed a couple days ago. I said in chat that I was your 8. Oh, fucking Action. Bruh. And I said that I would remember. Now I won't forget you, Action. 800 subscriber Action. And I literally remember, I was like, I'm going to remember that. And the other day when I was thinking, I was like, who was my 800 subscriber? It's fucking Action. Action, my guy. Remember that when we get to like, 50, 60,000 subs, 800. Powerful number right there. Even. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you coming back into the stream. I want to know who was my first subscriber. Like, what made you subscribe when the channel was so nothing on Planet Coaster 1? I was just uploading bullshit 10 years ago. Bullshit. Like, I started this channel, chat, to upload Planet Coaster 1 videos because back in the past, I used to upload Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 videos. Like, chat, I've been uploading videos since 2006 for Roller Coaster Tycoon. And not to get any type of exposure, I just always wanted to share my work with other people that like the game because I felt like I was always the black sheep playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. And I'd always try to get my friends into it, but no one was really like into it as me. Let's see. This needs to be a little bit straighter. But yeah, chat, I've been making Roller Coaster Tycoon videos since 2006. I remember I put a recreation of Knoxbury Farm on YouTube in like 2006 or 2007 when YouTube first came out. And I wish I could find that video, chat, because I was using a Gateway computer at the time and I thought it was so sick. It was my cousin's computer and I was like, you got a Gateway? Oh my God, that's so awesome. Back in the early 2000s, you might be too young, chat. Gateway computers were like, they had so much commercials and they made them seem like such a great computer. So when my cousin got a Gateway, I instantly cracked Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and put it on his computer. And I've been cracking files since then, chat. I knew how to crack files since 2006. I don't know how I figured it out, but there was a website that you could download Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and I just always put it on everyone's computer. I was like, hey, you like Roller Coaster Tycoon? Yeah. Let me put it on your computer. They're like, what? Yeah, let me put it on your computer for free. Like, it was a weird thing, chat. You had to have a blank CD and you had to burn it to the computer. I don't remember the process, but I do remember it had something to do with a blank CD. And then you like download it to your drive. It was a weird thing. My uncle showed me one time, and then I was like, live it. I heard you of Thorpe Park before. You heard of? Oh, my bad. Can't reach out. RC2 was a godsend. RCT2 is the reason why I even play chat. That Magic Mountain recreation that was in there. Shout out to the guy that made that. I don't know what was your name. I looked it up before, but that RCT2 creation is what started my whole enjoyment of roller coasters in general. Without that game, we would not be here, chat. I would have had a whole different life, honestly, if I never got that game. So I love that RCT2. And I like the fact that it still like has a community out there. I don't know if you guys know, but RCT2 has like custom downloads. It's like called Open Roller Coaster Tycoon, and it has like RMC trains and shit. There's a whole like new community for RCT2, which is hilarious, I think. Okay, so we have that. Okay. Okay, now we got another triangle coming up, chat. So we're gonna just kind of reuse what we got. And then he said, "You heard of Thorpe Park before? I mainly use vlogging channels. Luckily, I live 10 minutes away from Thorpe Park, the place with Harpier, so I could probably go after school." Fucking lucky guy, lucky lad. I've definitely heard of Thorpe Park. Thorpe Park. I don't know exactly how you say it, but Thorpe Park is amazing. I've watched a couple. I think is it Thorpe Park. Thorpe Park is the European park that has all the little lands, right? I may be mistaking it for another park, but I know that there's like saw the ride. Isn't Thorpe Park the one that has all the different lands? Like it has like a different regions, like from the country. Is that Thorpe Park? Something about this chat that I'm not liking it. I think I'm supposed to. I feel like this is a little bit too high of a slant. So that must mean we're too high. Oh, I see what's going on. I'm too low of a slant actually. I need to come up here near London. No, the place with the countries is Europa Park in Germany. Thorpe Park is England. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, I know. I am familiar with Thorpe Park though. It does have. I've seen the Thorpe Park recreation that one creator made on here. We're too low, chat. We need to go make sure we stay above the track. So that means this one. I hate moving groups of pieces like their angle because the angle can like I don't know why this is a thing, but when you group a piece together, they usually lose its axis and it creates this new axis, and the world axis can be sometimes screwed. And so like sometimes you have to just go in and do the support individually. But right here, it's working with me. Yeah, chat. That's what we need right there. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, chat. Yo, what's good, Zamara? We're back in it. We're back lit. Mic is working. We should be A-OK now going forward. It's only going to get better now with this setup that we got going now. Now to get back to the build, we need another triangle right here, and then we're going to connect them at the bottom. So let's see. Wow, our triangle is actually supposed to link up to this thing. Fuck. Our triangle is supposed to connect here, so we have some small issues. So how can we get this to line up? These need to connect here, so we're gonna have to delete this, unfortunately. Everything has to connect and look like one piece, chat. One piece. So what we're gonna do, we gotta take this, flip it. This support right here is supposed to be connecting to this port. So how's that even possible? Let's see. We need something like this. Oh yeah, we're gonna check out your park on the break, Zamar. When we break, we'll look at some other stuff. We'll look at one of our viewers, Zamar. We're gonna check that live on stream. He has a I believe it's called Aquatica. I think it's a park in San Diego, right, Zamar? We're gonna check that out. Okay, so let's line her up. We need to be connected, but we also want to be in line with the other pole. Yeah, so yeah, we'll check that out. Once we take our little break, we'll probably take a break after we finish the helix just to get a little mental rest from this. Okay, now we're getting somewhere, chat. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, that's not going to work right. That's going to be too short that way. That means we need to fix our angle to be a little bit more wider. So then our A is not so short on the other side. I can't really tell if it's for sure like this, chat, but I'm just going off of my knowledge of support beams that they usually are pretty equal on each side for the most part. Like there may be a slight angle on this side that's usually shorter, but the most of the weight, the longer side typically holds all the weight. So we just want to make sure that it looks like it's holding all the weight here. So I think we might have to raise the bar just a little bit. Raise the bar, chat. Let me move this over just a little bit. Something like that. We're not going to get one-to-one with this because I can't see it. And we're going to have to watch some more videos. We're probably fucking it up here. But let's try to get... Now we need to connect to here. You can do shoot for shoot. You can do the shoot for shoot. What's that? The shoot for shoot? Shoot for shoot? Is that the water riot? means means shot for shot on my part. Oh, shot for shot on my part. Gotcha. Shot for shot. Yeah, we'll take a little break on that one. Light something up nice. Take a little walk through the park. Make sure we get some downloads on it. Okay, maybe we move our ball just a little bit. Let's see. Are we gonna touch? Are we gonna touch here? Are we friends now? Nope. Not friends yet. We need a little bit of wiggle room forward. Oh, our axis is upside down. That's great. So we go in and we execute too far to the right. Damn, chat. Let's move her a little bit to the left. Sink her in. I don't like this right here coming out like that. So maybe we can not come out like that. The bar is like not right. Okay, so there we go. Okay, and then this one. So it's not protruding. Now, let's get in here. We are getting cozy in here. Let's see if we can go down and touch. Are we touching? Are we friends? Are we mates for life? No. We need a little bit more above. I need to get that support mod so that I can just slingshot them in. Just you point and click and it works. But for now, we'll do it the regular way because I don't know how stable that mod is and if it will cause you guys to have issues. So let's not do that. If you just joined the stream, we're working on the support beams for West Coast Racer, and we're working on the Helix. Are we friends now, chat? Are we friends now? Let's see. Are we gonna touch? Are we gonna hold hands here? Oh, they're holding hands. Very nice. They're gonna play nice together, chat. Wow. Here we go. Love it. Okay. Boom. Boom shakalaka. We got our first connection there. Now we got a fucking another one. We gotta just keep going, chat. Keep on pushing. So we gotta start changing our angle a little bit here. Match the coaster. And we're going to our next one. Our next one, we need the same thing. So how much bars do we have here? Let's make it symmetrical. So we got one and two here. So let's just go ahead and get a second one here going. Damn. I'm looking at this now, chat, and I can see the pattern. We were supposed to be a little bit more stretched out to this beam. Can we do that still? Let's see. Well, our music turned off. Let's get back to time. All right. So let's see if we can stretch that out a little bit. But I'm looking back, and our angle is more here and more this. We need that, but we need a touch. So let's get them to touch. Get them to play nice. This is so unnecessary detail, chat, but we're just gonna get it. Why not? Fuck it. Why not? Just like make it look good. Make it as close as possible without losing the fun. Right now, I'm still having fun on it, so it works. All right, Leaf. Happy building streaming, my guy. I'll catch you. Catch you on the next one. I'll pop in on yours on the break, or I'll pop in on your live and let you know that we're looking at your park, so you have a heads up. All right, now we just need to bring this one and connect here. Let's see if we can just connect. Nope, we're too off here. Is that it, chat? I think we just touched. I think we're about to be friends here. Yeah, let's go. I just did a fucking huge mistake. I just confused you guys together. Zamar and Leaf. Leaf said he was jumping out. I thought that was you, Zamar. But yeah, we're gonna check it out. Once we finish this. Around one? Sure, we could do around one. We could do that. That'd be a good break. We're like 2 hours from now, 2.5 hours. We should be done with this section. It's already coming apart, looking nice. No problem. I love exploring, especially a recreation. That's gonna be fun. So, let's take a little. Ooh, wait, chat. Are we going into the? We gotta fix this because we moved our angle. Yeah. There we go. We're connected. We're talking now. We're friends. Now do the same thing here. Okay, so now we're gonna get a little detailed here, and we're gonna put some flanges on this thing, chat. Where are our flanges? Coaster supports. Get our sulcur flange. Just a unnecessary detail. So if you just happen to be looking, you'll see some things and be like, oh wow, he really added that. And just to make our connection legit. Boom. Now she's in there. And she's oversized. So let's try to get that right. All right, she's looking pretty there. Needs to be sized up a bit. Just one increment will do it. We'll do 42. Yeah, that's looking good, chap. Okay. Now let's do the same thing over here to our bar, so we don't have to come back and do this detail work later. We're just gonna move accordingly as we go through, so we don't have to come back, chat. I think it's supposed to be 42, right? No. It's way too small. We go 60? 62. That looks good. 62 does it. And we'll save that. So we want to look as vanilla as possible so that it looks like the game almost generated these supports. I don't want it to look like it's a mod or we put these in here. I want this to look as pleasing as possible. So let's go here and $62. All right. All right. Now we need to get our boy up here. They need some love. Our bar is not flush right here. Okay. And then we're gonna do the same thing with here. Get our flanges, our little flanges, to make sure our connections look like they're legit. Add them in right here. Boom. And then add one here. Boom. We'll do the same here. And to just get the angle of this, that's why we extended it here. You don't have to like mess around. If you just press Control X when you're working with supports and you duplicate it, you'll have the angle that you need for your flange without having to try to put it in. So now when I go back, my angle is already here for the flange. But we lost our size, so we are going to have to get the size of this one. 100% scale. Oh, we used the wrong large. Yeah. Okay, so we used the wrong flange. We got to use small, so we can just take that. And it should be the same. Boom. Do the same thing here. Delete that. Copy. Click on scenery so we have the same orientation. That'll keep your axis together so you don't have to find this position again. And then we go here. There's nothing really we can do about this welding point. Let's see if we can make it look a little better. It's always going to be kind of cooked, but we can try to hide it as much as possible. And then we need our flanges here as well. We don't have to go too detailed. I think I'm just going to do the top one because you're not really going to see this stuff while you're riding. So we're just going to do the top flanges. So we need our next A-beam that is right about here. We're going to do 2. Okay. So now let's save that because that looks pretty. That looks pretty good. Where are we at with the chat? Let's see. I can't see. Appreciate the love, chat. Celebration. We're getting there. We're getting there. How do we look at the... We're live, right? Yeah, we're live. But why can't I see the likes on the video? What the fuck's going on, chat? It's... Okay, well, I'm just gonna... There we go. All right, cool. We got 6 lights. Appreciate you guys. Oh, that looks good, chat. That looks so good. Alrighty. So there's going to be this whole little mess of support beams at the bottom here that holds this up. We'll see how much detail that will go in. We probably won't do the cross beams of it. We'll probably just add a layer that holds it up, just the outline layer, so it looks like it's going into the ground. But yeah, turn on my fan. What do you guys think so far? Is it looking good? I know it's so bare bones right now, and a lot of people don't know what the fuck's happening in here. I didn't even know the design of this. We're learning together on what we need to do here, chat. But we're gonna wrap this ring all the way around and do the same thing over here. I think there's the same type of support beam, but at least we have an idea. We might be able to copy this one, chat, but we'll see. If we're able to copy it, that'd be great, but I don't think we will be because the angles are slightly different. But yeah. What are you guys most excited to see in the park in the future build? Let me know. Damn, that fan is cold. That shit is... Fucking fan is 40 degrees. Like, I turned it on, that shit was freezing. Drink some of this coffee. If you just joined the stream, we are working on the support beams here for West Coast Racer. We're going to take a hits from the bong. If you guys don't know, I do intake that good MJ. It allows us to have the patience of a god so that we can build shit like this. Today I've been building without smoking, so it's been going pretty good. But we are going to, ooh, the chat. Ooh, this makes me so excited. All right, so let's get to it. Something about these connection beams look a little funny to me. We might have to put another washer here or a flange to just take your eye away from this horrible welding point. These ones look good, but here we're seeing the top beam, and I don't like that shit. So let's see if we can bring her up a little bit and hide that. Or we might have to move it slightly to the left to get more of a nice weld. Yep, that's what it is. Little things like that, chat. Little things. Okay, so now we have to make sure we're still touching here. That's going to be funny if we don't. Oh, we're still touching. Yay. Yay! We don't have to move the fucking angle and keep going back and forth. It was meant to be, chat. Friends for life. Boom. Now our welding point is way better. I don't like to see the top of any beam. Try to go for what my supports look like that. Ooh, that looks great. So all our welding points are looking OSHA approved. Let's go ahead and save that, chat. And then we're also going to make a little update to our backup file, because I always make a backup file for the game without any mods. So we're going to go ahead and delete this. Our River Rapids has a no track limit mods on it. Delete this as well. And then we're going to go ahead and save the game. River Rapids no rapids mod. Save that there. Boom. Bring everything back. Nice. Now we create a recent save with everything on here. And this just covers our ass, chat, in case the update comes in and fucking destroys our map. I just want to make sure I don't lose the map. So if the update comes in and for whatever reason the park has like a corruption file on it and we're screwed, we have a map that has no mods. I suggest you guys make backups of your files at all times so that if something ever happens to your map that you're working on for a long time, you can at least go back to a certain area. Like yesterday, just not to get off topic, we randomly were fucking around and we found out that this loop was gone from Full Throttle, just completely gone. And luckily I had a save from last year, April, that this was still there and I was able to just bring it in. We didn't have to rebuild it. We can just bring it back into the map. So backups are super necessary. There's a lot of times you're working on the park and you may delete something accidentally. Working on things happens all the time. I deleted all the support beams for Tatsu one time and it was just like this. And I was having a heart attack, chat. Like, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And they're just gone. And I was like, do you know how long it takes to make these shits? This is like an hour and a half of work. And I was just like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. So backups are absolutely necessary, chat. Look at the Hi-Fi support beams. They're looking nice. Very easy structure to make. This is nothing like what we're doing on the Helix. The Helix is a monster of work, but these came out really nice. We also have a little custom one here. The game generated this Hue A-shape support, but it kind of works. It holds the gold track pretty nice. We'll see if it still works when I fix the land here, because this land is not really supposed to be like that. So we may still have to take that away. We're going to build the trenches, and we'll get to the Helix right now. I'm going to take a fucking quick piss, chat. I don't want to be holding you guys up, but I just want to show you guys where we are with the build. I will be right back. We're going to take a chill right here, and I'm using the guest cam mod to be able to walk on the grass, if you guys are wondering how the hell I'm on the grass with the guest cam. So we'll look at this while I take a quick little pee. Be back. Oh shit. This is why I like to look at guest cam. Look at our connection beam. He is not touching shit. He's not touching shit. And he's coming out the back end. No diddy. So when we come back, we're going to make sure that our connection is right there, and we're going to keep this thing going. I'll be right back. 1 second, chat. Woohoo! We're back. We're back. How you guys feeling out there? If you just joined the stream, we are working on the support beams. It looks like it's still all 5 of you guys, so you guys are I'm pretty sure you guys are locked in from earlier. But if you just joined the stream or you're watching in the future, we are working on the West Coast Racer Helix support beam. So let's get right to it. Chat. Someone just joined right now. Shout out to the new viewer, whoever you are. Make sure you drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. All right, so we just need to continue this pattern, chat. All we're doing is just appreciate the like. Let me drop. All we're doing is just hold on. Appreciate the like, chat. Let me drop a little celebration for you. Yes, sir. Appreciate the like. We appreciate every single soul that's in here. You guys we're building a army here of Magic Mountain heads, and we will continue to thrive and build this fucking channel up to be great. Okay, we're catching a break right here, chat. This next beam is not connected to this beam. I lied. Fuck. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go from here to there. So it's so hard looking at perspectives of how big these support beams are, how long they go. But I do know we are connecting at the ends, at every end, unfortunately. So this is going to be a very complicated structure, but I see what it's doing. It's like making sure that the stress points are not too much on one specific area. So it's very over supported, like steel curtain. If you guys are familiar with steel curtain, it had a refurbishment where they pretty much doubled up on all the support beams because it was having structural issues. So I think here, knowing that Six Flags is on a fault line with very active fault line, what I'm thinking is that they over supported it just in case that the ride is operating and there's a shift in the ground, that it won't cause the structure to cause extreme damage. Like if out of all the rides in Magic Mountain, I mean not all the rides, but a lot of the rides in Magic Mountain have supports almost about 30 to 40 feet into the ground because there's a lot of seismic activity at Magic Mountain, and they want to make sure that the ride doesn't actually crumble if there's an earthquake. So like if you watch a documentary of X2, you can see that they actually drilled 50 feet into the ground for some of its footers just to make sure that seismically that the ride will stand even through the craziest earthquake or whatever acts of God are happening outside. It's kind of incredible that they drilled that far in the ground just for a support beam. Okay, so I'm thinking that this support is way too this angle looks like it's too wide. So we need to cut some of the support off, because if I go here, I think our angle is going to be too wide. So we're just going to cut it off a little bit there, and we'll bring her down. There we go. Something like that. And then we need to do the same here and connect. I'm guessing, but let's see if we touch. Are we friends? No. Friend zoned. No friend zone there. Chat, this shit's looking so good already. Oh my god. Like, oh, this is gonna look so nice. And I thought it was gonna be a shitload of supports, chat. But we're only at 29. What, how many supports are we at? We're 29 here. 30. So we're about 60 supports, chat. I think we can do this whole thing, all the support beans, with under 1,000 because we're using really big pieces. I thought this was going to be an overcomplicated scenario where we're going to have thousands of supports and then the POV was going to be very laggy, but surprisingly, we're doing good so far. It's not that many pieces here. Honestly, wish I had a piece like this that was longer. I probably have one, and I'm not being as optimal with this build as possible. But let's see. How far do we need to go? We are a little shallow on our angle, so we're going to go a little forward and see if that gets us to where we need to go. We are trying to get home here. We're a little bit too far to the left, so we're going to go to the right slightly. I can't wait for that mod to come out. That it's a nudging mod, chat, that allows you just to nudge ever so slightly in one increment so that you don't have to use this finicky wheel, because there's some angles that are right in between angles that I really wish I could just hit a hotkey and nudge. Most players don't need this level of precision, but when you're doing shit like this, you need like increments of 1 millimeter to tick in between. Like these little small ticks that I'm making right here, I want those ticks under a hotkey, because trying to do it with the mouse, there's just too much room to change the angle. See, like I just want to go up slightly, but the mouse is like retarded as hell, so I gotta be looking at it the right way. I gotta talk to it the certain way for it to fucking lock in place. Come on, work with me. Oh my god. Chat, the fuck. We're gonna do it from this angle. Okay, so let's see this angle and see how far we're off. Okay, we're going way too out. Let's go up. Let's see what we touch. Okay, we're too far right. Go a little left. Still too far right. Go a little left. We're touching the wrong shit here. Go a little left. Too far now. See, this is why we need the nudge. We're just making small increments, but there's such a big change in the landing angle. Nope. We need to go down a little bit. Mother sucker. Nope. Go up a little bit. Chat, what the shit? Oh, you mother lover. Okay. I think this is it right here. Oh, I got them on the X and Y axis. Fuck. I hate the X and Y axis. I never use that shit. I wish I could disable it. Here, please let us disable this shit. I don't like the XY axis. That's so unnecessary. Do you guys ever use that shit, chat? The XY axis? I feel like it's always just messing up my position of things. I know there has to be some useful use of it, but for me, it just messes up shit. I think in Planet Zoo you're able to turn it off, but now you can't. Okay, we connected. Boom. Another one done, chat. There's a little small celebration. Small wins equals small progress. Small progress equals giant eventually. Yeah, appreciate the small little celebration. We got a little piece by piece, piece by piece. We go, chat. Here we go. Look at that. It's coming out nice. Okay, so now we need one that's a little bit more straight here, it looks like, to go against this. So let's take one of these. And move it this way. I can't see chat if this is connected. I'm just guessing. I'm pretty sure it's not because if this is a side beam, like how would it connect? So I'm pretty sure this is a standalone beam. It looks like it. We're just gonna act like it is. So we need a little bit slant this way. And we're gonna put our shit there. And bring her down so that we're just hovering just so slightly above the track. I think we're good there, chat. I think we are good. Yeah, that looks great. So then we might have to find I might have to find another picture because the picture that I'm looking at, chat, is just this angle. I can't see past here. So I guess we can just finish this angle off and work things together here. So it looks like we have a structure that is wrapping all of this together. So let's try that. I think if we just go ahead and do it like this and come down, we may be able to just why do I need an end of the day report if I'm playing sandbox? Why, chat? Why? Boom. Okay, now we got our first support column for the ground. Oh, we could have used that one. I thought we. Nice. So this shall be duplicated over here. Damn, this one's too shallow, chat. This is not right. We gotta fix this one. We need to be a little bit more wide. Something like that. All the A's have to pretty much look identical. So they're all taking the same amount of load. Especially the biggest one is not supposed to be smaller than the other ones. That makes no sense as far as the offset angle. So bring that down. Now the A's are together. So let's bring this over here. There we go, chat. Let's go. Okay. Boom. We're a little bit off. We can go a little bit tighter to the right. Or yeah, we're coming out just a little bit, but then over here we gotta come back and turn it a little bit. Okay, we need to turn it a little bit more. Fix this one here. Okay, our size is wrong. Boom. Okay, that's right. Let's give it a save. If you guys just joined in, we are working on the support structure of West Coast Racer. We are about a quarter of the way done with the helix. Just working on this little bottom part that touches the ground. And this is not right. We got to touch the bottom here. Appreciate the likes on the video. We're already at 7 likes. Make sure you guys subscribe to the video, like the video, and engage with the live. If you got any ideas or suggestions, you see something, say something. So let's see. Yay. Okay, so not a huge fan of this one angled like that. I knew that was going to bite me in the ass. It's not supposed to be that fucking angled. Angle can be a little bit more to the right. And appreciate the like. You guys are the realest in the world. Drop a celebration. Everybody in the chat has dropped a like on the video. You guys are the realest. I fuck with you guys. Y'all keep it 100. Hee hee hee. We got a little bit of the pole like exposed. You guys know I don't like that shit. We can expose on the back end, but we're not exposing on the right end. Ah, fucking camera. Let's go to the free camera because it's going to keep doing that. See if we go up a little bit. Go over. Okay, I like that weld a lot better. Once we connect this next beam, this won't be so obstructed. So let's look at it from here. Okay, now we don't have this weird angle with it going down. Only this should be going down with the track as it goes around, as it's basically adding support as the angle changes. So we are almost there, chat. We got a couple more connections to make, but let's just connect our bottom pieces here. I see we got a couple more viewers in here. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Everybody that's watching has dropped a like. Make sure you do your contribution to the channel. Drop a like and subscribe too. We're gonna listen to Dreams because I really like that. This song, chat, always reminds me of like Pokemon Pallet Town. Okay, so give me 1 second, chat. 1 second, chat. I gotta look around, see what we're doing, see it from another angle, see if we're moving right, if our structure looks sound. What happened here? It looks like we skipped some shit. How'd that happen? If you guys are just joining, we're just finishing up the structure. We already finished our high five support beams, and then also the stall moment. We finished that one, and now we're just working on the helix. And then after the helix, we'll finish the scenery around the trenches, just adding concrete in here. That's a really easy fix. We'll finish this helix structure, go all the way around with it, and then we will make our way through the course with whatever supports are needed. Like, for instance, we need to do the corkscrews. The corkscrew, I think I can put a support here, but it's kind of ugly. So we're going to do the weird obtuse angle that it has here. It has like a rectangle from here, and it goes over here. Then it comes back up and touches here. It's a very weird angle, but it creates a menacing look in this area. But right now, this is just way too under supported. It looks very RCT 3 vibes, Thrill Real vibes. So we want to make sure that it looks properly supported. People are popping in, popping out. People got things to do today. All right, so let's take a little smoke, chat. I still haven't smoked for the day. I just been going in, giving you guys what you came here for. So now let me get what I came here for. A little Mary Jane. So 1 second. Let me talk to you guys for a second. What is your guys' favorite? What's your guys' top 3 at Magic Mountain? Let me know in the chat. I'm curious to see if everybody has like the same top 3. I know mine. I know a couple of the viewers in here, the top 3. But share your top 3. What do you guys like at the park? Let's human out here. Let's bro down. We'll get back to the build, but I kind of want to know what you guys like at the park. What type of riders are you guys? You guys like the craziest shit? You got a fan of X2, or you guys like have a weird top 3? My top 3 is Wonder Woman, Tatsu, Twisted Colossus. Those are the best rides in the park for me. They have like the best overall experience. Twisted, hands down, was the best ride in the park for me, but since it's gotten a little old and I've ridden it for a while, Wonder Woman for me is just, it's new. It has a lot of whip. It's very fast. Best ride in the park for me now. We'll see about that 2027 coaster though. I have high hopes for that may be awesome as hell, but we'll see about how forceful those launches are, what kind of inversions that we're gonna get. Because Tatsu could have been a lot better ride if it didn't have such a impactful pretzel loop. Some people love that force on the pretzel loop, but I think the normal sentiment towards that pretzel loop, at least from even enthusiasts, they're just like I seen Coaster Studios review on Tatsu, and the whole ride is amazing, and then when you get to that pretzel loop, it's just kind of like, whoa, we went from flying in an enjoyable ride around the mountain to beginning plunged on our back, experiencing crazy ass G forces on our neck, which is not uncomfortable at all, but you feel so much pressure on your head. I remember the first time that I rode Tatsu, chat, I laughed so hard, I swallowed my spit and it came out my nose at the top of the pretzel loop. I was such a mess on the brake run. I was so like just out of it, chat. Like I got off the ride looking like I was wrecked. And I was just like, God damn. Was not expecting. 1,000, you said Riddler? Wait. Riddler? Are you saying wait. Riddler as your top ride, 1,000? Yo. You're trolling right now. Riddler, Scream, and Tatsu. I fuck with Scream. Scream is a good ride. And then the fact that you can get on a little walk on most days, it's a good ride. But Riddler, the ball destroyer, the kid the ball snatcher, the fucking crouch destroyer, Riddler's Revenge, aka Balls Destroyed Revenge. That shit is, I think the layout is great. It looks like a very good coaster. But I think they should make a small like $500,000 upgrade and give it floorless trains. That would probably bring a lot more life to the ride and just comfortability, because those stand-up trains were such a gimmick for the 90s and everyone ran with it because it was just like, you know, what launch coasters are now to the world. Everybody has to have a launch coaster. The stand-up craze was like big in the 90s and I'm glad it died. Got to squat to hustle the system. Rides that you have to learn how to ride are weird as fuck. Like if I got to learn how to ride this comfortably, like X2, I have a very specific way I go at riding X2. It's like I hug the seat to make sure that I don't flop down. But yeah, what are you guys' top 3 of Magic Mountain? I know there's 5 other people in here. I see y'all, but I don't hear y'all. Okay, so let's keep our support going at the bottom. Appreciate you guys popping in the chat. You guys are keeping it real every day. You guys pop in every single day, and I'm such a new channel for streaming. So you guys support, I really, really appreciate it. Like I've looking at a couple other people that stream Planet Coaster, and they'll have thousands of more subscribers than me. And you guys are coming in stronger than their feed. So you guys are the reason why this park is looking so good now, especially this area in Ninja, is strictly because of the stream. You guys are really motivated me to tackle out this area and finish it. So when I finish this area, the streams are not going to be as consistent. We'll probably get over to Jetstream, and then I'll start going back to a normal schedule of where I'm streaming only 2 to 3 times a day. But for now, I'm just on a marathon stream. We're streaming every single day until we get this area done. When this area is done, then I'm gonna get back to a 2-3 day thing, and we'll have memberships, and the streams won't be as frequent, but they'll be a little bit more consistent because I'll have more mental strength to build consistently for hours because we've been just building on Marathon Chat. We're 2 weeks into streaming every single day. I have never done anything like this, and it's showing and it's paying off. I know you guys probably don't care, but I like to share. But like, I looked at my data and my analytics for YouTube, and in the last 2 weeks, chat, we have gotten more subscribers, more views, more watch time than I've ever gotten in the last 10 years of posting content on YouTube. So you guys are running up the numbers and you guys are absolutely killing it. So celebration for you guys. You guys are really locked in on the video, staying. I would make a 50-minute video walking through all my videos are like walkthrough videos, and most people would only hang around for about 3 minutes. Now you guys are hanging in the fucking live for like average 20 minutes, which is insane. Let's go. 1,000 said that mid-course killed Goliath. If you didn't hit that mid-course, you'd be dead. 1,000. I know you know that I think Goliath pulls about 5.5 G's, maybe around 5.5 G's on that helix at the bottom. If you didn't hit the brakes, you'd actually you would have nosebleeds, and yeah, it'd be a horrible situation because I literally always gray out on that helix every single time. I know it didn't come to a complete stop, but it's a maintenance thing. It's like if the brake, it's never had a complete just like just flying through because I've ran Goliath without brakes, and oh my god, I think it pulled like 6.5 G's on the helix. Like you would die, or most people would come back to the station unconscious. But I'm just speculating here. The reason that the brakes are slowing you down like that so much because it's easier to maintain brakes that are not getting hit by the coaster as hard. The quicker that they come in, the quicker that those brakes are going through their lifespan. So it comes down to how many brake pads do you want to go through a season and how much downtime do you want the ride to be down for. So it actually, having the brakes hit like the way that they do at a slower speed allows Goliath to be open a little bit longer and more consistently. Because a hard brake run gets the brakes really hot. Yeah, it's just business. It's complete business. Like it has nothing to do with the safety for that. It's like, how many brake pads are we going through a year? Yeah, what can we do? What can we do on each What can we do on each ride without affecting the overall experience to lower our maintenance costs? And I have no idea on this, but I do run business outside of myself, and it's like you want to just cut your overhead in any cost. You want to cut the cost of the business as much as you can and get your profits as high as possible. And unfortunately, that's what, Magic Mountain is a corporation. And it's always been a corporation. If we just gotten the benefits of the corporation for many years. So when they do things like take Superman out, we're like, our eyes are all up like, what the fuck? But in their eyes, they're seeing Superman as such an eyesore, just sucking them dry. No Diddy, like every single year, Superman's a great ride, but it's not bringing in the audience that it was bringing in 1990s. So it's like, why keep paying $1 million plus to keep a ride operating that's not delivering? But now, I don't know what their plans are for Superman, but it's going to be a extremely costly removal and then also replacement. So whatever replaces Superman is going to be either a grand scheme it's either going to be another expansion to the land that can bring in them the most profit, or it's going to be something world-class roller coaster that they can get out of the hole from tearing down Superman. Because tearing down Superman, I'm pretty sure it's affected their ridership and their just almost just people wanting to go to the park. And a lot of people are not aware that it's closed too. I've had a couple people that live in California and they go up there and they're like, "Oh wow, I didn't know that Superman was closed." And it's like they made a small announcement on when they didn't even make an announcement. I think the news made an announcement, and people just found out just like, "Oh yeah, Superman's closed," and if you know, you know. And then the news announced it, but I don't think Magic Mountain ever came out. Did they, chat? I think maybe they did. I don't know. They keep it as a monument. Yeah, I think I'm almost positive that they're not gonna delete the tower. Like, what do you call it? They still have business with Drop of Doom. They got to make sure that whatever their plans, their profit plans were for Drop of Doom, however how much they paid for Drop of Doom, they got to at least get out the red with Drop of Doom. So, the tower itself is gonna remain there until Drop of Doom has at least they've profited from it, or at least broken even on some business shit, like non-related to the ride. So if Drop of Doom came around I would say 2014 or 2013, I'm pretty sure they wanted it to be there at least 20 years. So we probably won't see the removal of the tower till like 2034 or some shit, some crazy shit. The track pieces come down though. So if you're not familiar with the other Arrow, wait, is it Arrow that made it? I'm confused. But the company that made Superman, the last version of that also had a drop tower next to it, and they took the ride off of it and just left the drop tower there, and it's still operating today. I believe it's a Europe park, or is it a Europe park? I may be wrong, but yeah. If what do you call it? This is what I'm almost positive, chat. I'm almost positive that this is what's going to happen to Superman. They're going to take the tracks off, and then we're just going to have a huge drop tower that's left over here, and it's just going to be Drop of Doom. They may give it a new theme just to make it seem like it's not a deconstruction of Superman. They may rename Drop of Doom versus Superman, something to make it seem like it's a new creation and we're not losing anything. But I see them taking the track off, taking the arches down, removing all of this, and then you have all this plot of land for either expansion of DC Universe or a giant ride on top of the mountain. But more than likely, I see an expansion and then some type of big ride. But they need to expand. Now that there was Cedar Point, I already know how Cedar Point gets down with Knoxbury Farm. Knoxbury Farm prioritizes more customer satisfaction than, Six Flags as far as like aesthetics. So I think the expansions, unfortunately, as we go forward, are not going to be so much ride expansions, but just like area expansions. Like Magic Mountain needs a lot of TLC. Out of any park, I feel like Magic Mountain is one of the, no offense to anyone that works there, it's one of the least upkept parks that I've seen that's a huge corporate chain. Like the concrete's broken, there's fences that haven't been painted in 15 years, and it's just like a lot of small little TLC things that can really bring this park back to its heyday of being a lot more presentable when they were really trying to be a theme park. But now Magic Mountain is just thrill capital. That's what they marketed it as, and that's what it is. But it can still be nice though. It can still have their shit together. Is Drop of Doom still there? Yeah, Drop of Doom is still there. It's still operating with Superman closed. So, and Magic Mountain is not a stranger of having rides sitting on their park unopened for years. I think Flashback set on SPNO, which is like sitting non-operational. I think Flashback set for like almost 8 years. I might be wrong about that, chat, but you guys can correct me. Flashback over by Goliath. It was I think it had 4 seasons, and then it's set for fucking 8 years before they can figure out what they were gonna do with it. And so don't be surprised if Superman sits there for 10 years before anything happens to it. Because they might need 10 years to research and develop what they're going to do with that land. Because what do you call it? A construction or a project of that size is going to take millions and millions of dollars, and such a research and development plan for like what's happening culture wise, what are people looking for in the market. It's like so much stuff. Like I like to look into these things, what the industry is doing and what people are like leaning towards. Like right now, you guys know the whole thing is the launch rides. That's the culture right now. Everybody loves launch rides. Like what else can you do with a launch ride? That's the question on designers right now. What else can you do with a launch ride? And now we got Project Purple, which is just like, oh well, here, this is else we can fucking go upside down, make you go 360 degrees while you're being launched. Who's gonna top that? LeBon says, "Yeah, ever since they merged with Cedar Fair, they made some tough decisions. Yeah, they've been doing some fucking very tough. Like, I don't think Six Flags would have ever took down King Dakar. I think they would have ran it until it just couldn't run anymore, and it just absolutely couldn't afford the pieces. But Cedar Fair is just like they look at the bigger picture and just like years down the road, and I think." Six Flags has always just kind of been like the here and now. Of course, they always have a plan, trajectories, but Cedar Fair, I feel like they're way more corporate when it comes to their parks. Like, look what they did when they took out Great Adventure, no warning. I mean, when they took out King Dakar, they just started getting down on it. They're just like, this shit's going. We're still not going to show you what we're replacing it with. It's going, and that's it. They're just kind of cutthroat with their business. Like I remember when what was it, Colossus closed? It was such an announcement. It's like, oh, come get your last ride on Colossus. It's a 45+ year ride, and the news made a big deal about it. The park made a big deal about it. Everybody got to come and ride it. The ride was going backwards for some of the ride. It was just way more like culturally connected, like Six Flags before the merger. So we'll see how things go forward, but I kind of have an idea. If they're doing drastic changes like this, everything is up for grabs. Nothing can stay. Anything that's like holding too much money and not delivering, it's out of here. I agree. Working for both companies, I understand. Yeah, it's just like written on the wall. It's just like they don't care about. I mean, they do to a certain extent. Customer satisfaction is still at the top priority, but the dollar is like, well, does it make sense? Does it? It doesn't make money if it doesn't make sense. So that is the model there. It's a very shocking merge too. I can't believe that that's actually a thing, because now there's really not a coaster industry. It's just Cedar Point. I mean, it's just Cedar Fair. There's no other like. I mean, there's other little small parks out there, but now they've just completely monopolized the whole entire theme park industry. There's no competition now. They're competing with their own parks. So it's like now I really wonder what is going to be the push. Like, if everybody is kind of in cahoots with each other now, what is the strategy? Yo, Ball, and you work for Cedar. I'm fucking coming in too loud. You work for Cedar Fair, and let's see, we got to go down a little bit. No one's gonna see this area chat, but I'm obsessive with these type of things. Like my welding points. I always think like, what would a welder say about this shit right here? On some stupid shit. Like, I want it to blend in like that, so it has like these weird little, kind of almost like welding points. Like right here, this is so unnecessary. But you see how there's a big glob? That is unacceptable, chat. Fired. Fired. We gotta do better than that. So we get that big glob out of there. It's a little better, but let's see if we can do better. There she is. We're not going to worry about that one because we're going to put another little beam underneath. Straight beam. He used to work at Six Flags St. Louis. This is my home park. World of Fun, Cedar Point, and Six Flags Over Georgia. And rides. Damn, nice. I've always wanted to work at a park, but I wasn't close enough to make it work out. We are a little bit off with these. I have no idea what this really looks like. I'm pretty sure there should be a small decrease in the angle. I'm just guessing here because we're going down a little bit, so I'm just following this rail. But it may be straight to hold the forces straight. So I'm wondering if it is straight, but I can't see. So we're just going to guess. I'm going to just put it at a small angle. Yellow, I'm back from yesterday. EK was good. Yeah, yesterday we're having some issues with the microphone, some serious fucking issues. Today we're back and we're better. I changed my setup. I had a long conversation with ChatGTP this morning, chat, and she got me right. Straight up. If you guys not using ChatGTP, you're slipping. I've used ChatGTP to build so many things in this park. Like, I just ask it, like, yo, chat, like, how do I build this? What do I need to do? What do I need to know? What's the elevation change? Like, it told me that before I even started this park, I was like, I really wanted to make sure that the terrain had that feeling of that you're really walking up and down areas. And it basically told me that as you're going through the map, always try to have a 10 to 15 degree elevation change as you're going up or down an area, so that it still feels like it's on solid ground, but you're moving slightly in an elevation change, but not so much that wheelchair access can't get through. So that's what I've done with all the areas. So like there's some very steep incline areas in this park. Nothing in this park is flat except the this section of the park, but all the front area of the park is on very uneven ground, and it's amazing. Yeah, it gets intense on like what I've done to bring this park to life. Because there was another creator on Planet Coaster 1 that was doing that, and I never did that with my Magic Mountain recreation that I did on the first game. I just kind of like eyeballed where the elevation was changing just a little bit. But this guy, forgive me for if you're watching this video, if you stumble upon this, he told me because I wrote a comment on his. I found him on YouTube, and I was like, bro, how the hell? What type of fucking black magic are you doing to get the elevation change in your map to look so point on? And then he told me that he was using Google Earth Pro, and it gives you the exact elevation change of every single area, and it gives you like a seismic graph of the area, so you can get really precise. So I went on Google Earth and I started using that for a little bit, and it gives you like a lot of information that's just so it's too much. So like you can literally measure the elevation change from one point to another using Google Pro or Google Earth Pro. So it gets intense. So I had to stop using that because I was like, I don't want this park to take 6 years to make, and it's already at a year and a half right now. So I stopped using Google Earth. Kai Patterson, is that him? Is that his name, chat? Let's check him out. I'm gonna double check. Is that his name, Kai Patterson? I'm looking up his name right now because we're about to give him credit because he made a crazy build. Yeah. 1,000. You're right. We're 1,000 is right. So I'm gonna post his name. I'm gonna post his channel. My bad, chat. I'm still here. We're just gonna post this in the live so you guys know where I get my inspiration, and you guys can check out the amazing Magic Mountain recreation. It was going really good. I'm not too sure why he stopped. You know, life happens, but it was in Planko 1, and his elevation and accuracy with the park was just like insane. So let me see. Okay, I'm gonna drop this in the chat. Here we go. Appreciate you guys' patience. We're gonna go ahead. He started Knox on PC too. Oh, he's still playing? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna just give him a shout out right here. This is him right here. Kai Rubix. I talked to him before about the park, and that's how we kind of got to. He let me in on his secret for getting the elevation. If you guys are doing park recreations, use Google Pro or Google Earth Pro. You can see the elevation change and every little detail that you need to make the park come to life. And yeah, that guy right there, he did it. He did his shit. So I was using his park that you guys see in that link as a reference point, going in and back and forth between his park and Planet Coaster One, and then also using my recreation because he stopped on Samurai Summit. So I used his file as a good reference point, and then I went back and forth to make my map and just kind of like A and B, A and B, A and B. Like, oh, what did he do here? Okay, how can we improve on that? Oh, what do we do here? Because it has so many improvements, like especially with scaling. There's a lot of things that you couldn't do in that recreation that you're able to do now. So yeah, shout out to Kai Rubix. Gotta check out his recreation too of Nox. I may have already seen it. I checked a recreation of Nox before on on the workshop, but I think it was by Flash. Shout out to Flash too. He made the X2 that we see in the background just amazing back there. That's the only, if you guys are not familiar, that's the only ride in this park that I haven't made, and I just, you got to give respect where respect due. I think that's the best X2 recreation that we will ever see on Planet Coaster 2. And if you guys haven't seen it, look, I'm gonna just go over here real quick because we want to just give our credit where credit is due. This was made by Flash on the workshop. If you look up X2 and you see the creator name Flash, he's made the most incredible version of X2 that I've ever seen. So much that it inspired me to go harder on my recreations. And I just fitted the land to make sure that, it set right at home with this beautiful piece that he's made here. And it also, I've given it the lights that it's supposed to be here. We're eventually, sorry about there's a bug right here that keeps pushing you to the edge. It's so weird. We're gonna give it, when they expand the map, if they expand the map, we'll be able to add the roadway here and like make the proper entrance, the little sign that's over here showing Magic Mountain. But yeah, this whole area just came out amazingly accurate because of our guy, Flash. Shout out to Flash. Amazing. And we probably just crashed now because we're doing too much. First crash of the day, all good chat. That area has a weird ass bug. Did we crash? I'm pretty sure we crashed. That area, damn, come on, chat. If I can close the shit, if it's gonna crash, crash. We're still live, right? We're still here. We're still live, and we're still going. But Planet Coaster did crash, I think. Yeah, it did. So X area, unfortunately, there's a weird bug right there that screenshots or slingshots you from one side of an area to the other area. And I don't know what that is. I've been waiting for every update for them to fix this, and it's on everyone's map. In one of the corners of the map, if you just look at it, it just slingshots you. And I'm not too sure why they're not aware of this bug. But let me bring you guys in. We're coming back in. Chat. The game just crashed on us because we were in a weird section. But we should be back in about a couple seconds. Just to show y'all where I'm at, let's go back to the display. Oh, well, that doesn't make sense. You guys don't need to see that. But we're back. Let's go. I want to stream from PS5, but I don't know if the footage will be crispy though. Um, it should be. PS5 has a good output. If you have a decent internet connection, it should be fine. Let's go back to our autosave. Honestly, you just need your PS5, have that output going to your TV, and then some. I don't know how it works and how people stream with the PlayStation, but you need some type of splitter to send your output from your PS5 to the TV, and then out to a computer if you plan on using a computer for like streaming. I don't know if you can stream directly from the PlayStation, but I may be mistaken because I haven't played PlayStation in years. So someone in the chat will know more than me. I think Leaf, if Leaf is in here, he streams from his PlayStation, so he would know way. If he gets back in here, he would be the guy to talk to on that because he streams every day from his PlayStation. Yo, Leaf, if you're in here, let Thousand in on the magic of streaming from the PlayStation. Oh, chat, this is looking fucking immaculate at night. Look at this shit right here. Yeah, his stream is crispy from PlayStation. So it's definitely possible. And then like with most connections, most internet speeds, you should be fine. It's really just setting up your computer. Do I want to check out the Carowinds recreation during the stream? Yeah, EK, send me the share code. We can check it out. We're gonna check out someone else's park as well. Um we're gonna check out Aqua. I forgot what it's called, but it's Zamar. One of our viewers, Zamar, he has a park, but we're gonna do it at 1:00 because I think he'll be able to jump in at 1. So if you drop the code, we will look at it after we look at his park. So drop that mother loving share code, and we're gonna take a walk. Guys, if you guys have park recreations you want me to walk through on the stream, drop them off in the chat. I definitely would love to walk through someone else's recreations of real life parks, because then we can't all get to all of them. So it's great to experience it in PC too. So don't be shy. Let me see. No Diddy. Okay, so let's fix some things here with our beams. We don't want this to be so obtrusive. No Diddy. No Diddy, y'all. Ooh, I knew it. This one's a little bit off. We're a little bit too wide. Let's go see if we can just tug it in there without changing the angle. Can we? Can we? Are we friends? We're not. I always say that, chat. Are we friends with the support? Because like when they're talking to each other and they're in there, then they're like connected for life. They're like mates for life. They're welded, right? So if you hear me say that and you're like, what the hell is he talking about? I'm talking about the connection between each support. They need to play with each other. They need to talk to each other, and they need to weld nice. Like this, they're not talking to each other right now. Like they're not getting along, and they're not synced. We need to sync that in and make sure that we don't have this issue. We may be oversized, but let's see. Yeah, there we go, chat. Yeah, so what we're going to do is kick that point right there, bring it back, bam. And then, to seal this off, who is going to win here? Who is going to win here? This one's going to win. So what we're going to do here is move this one a little bit there and pray that the other side lines up exactly the same. Yay! Now we have a clean weld. So once I put the straight beam, we should have some good work here. We just need a straight, completely non-affected by the terrain, straight column. So we'll take this one. This one I know doesn't have any elevation change on it. You got to be careful with these things because this map has very small elevation changes, like just so slightly. If you grab anything from anywhere, it can just be at a weird ass angle, and then you'll start building at a 0.5 degree left angle, and it'll look crooked as hell. So let's get over here. Where we at? 9 likes in the chat. Hell yeah, we got more likes than we got people in the freaking stream. I fuck with y'all. See, this is what I'm talking about. That land up there is not the same fucking rotation as this land down here. We're building at a different angle here, chat, and it's so weird. Like, this was straight up there, but here it's at a slight angle because everything's being built at a slight angle. I don't know how I feel about that, but whoa. So now I have to straighten it up by eye because nothing can be trusted. I just don't even know what to do there to keep a flat piece now. So I'm going to just put this here and pretend I didn't see that the structure is like that. Oh, it kind of fixed itself right now when it jumped out there. Weird. Okay. I still feel like I'm going down and left, so I'm going to just go a little left this way. Straighten out a bit. That's what I see. Okay, now we need to merge this all together and play nice somehow. Here we go. I like that. That looks clean. And then we'll put a little flange on it just to take your eyes away from that terrible little weld here. Maybe we can bring it down a little bit. Nope, we exposed too much. So what we're going to do to take your eye away from that, I'm going to put a... So we're going to put a little small footer or a coaster flange. Oh, that's nice. It just makes it naturally the right size. I didn't even know that. Boom. And then we have a nice little flange. And go ahead and put another one at the bottom just for good measure. I guess this one will be a footer. So I'm going to use the same footers that they're using over there on the other side, the circle ones, and then for some reason they have them like synced. Was it this one? Yes, this one. Okay. A little bigger. Bigger. Come on. Yeah. My guy. All right, let's change the position of them to be oriented with where the weight is coming down. Looks like the weight will be coming this way. And go over here. We're just vibing, chat. We're just thinking out the box, you know, just thinking of how this is really holding the coaster up. So I have no idea if it's really like this. I'm just kind of thinking. I like that whole submerged look like that of the terrain. So we're gonna go do that as well here. So maybe if we could just take that level of the terrain. Nope. We need to turn on sample so we don't change the color. Oh. That's not working. Okay, so we're just going to go up a little bit. And then we'll chisel it out a little bit. Like that. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Yeah. Boom. And boom. Yes, sir. Back to my favorite jam. Where is it? I guess we can hear some of the other ones I haven't heard. We're listening to a producer named Lee, ironically, and it's just really vibes right now. So let's just take this whole flat pole and copy her around. It's looking good now, chat. Coming together. Okay, we go ahead and take that over here again. I don't like this weld, so maybe we can come down a little bit more here. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, starting to get a little hungry, chat. Fuck. Let me save it. 1 second, chat. We need a little snack here before we go on a little lunch break. Oh, hell yeah. We got fucking chocolate chip cookies. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, chat. Got a fire ass chocolate chip cookie from. Damn. I'm about to go in now. It's a good day. Well, it's always a good day, chat, but it's even better day when you got a nice little fire chocolate chip cookie. Damn. Mm-mm. Back to beat. Back to the business. Hope you guys are enjoying watching me support this shit as much as I'm supporting it. I used to not enjoy doing supports, but now it's so chill. You guys can see the process if you're not familiar of how to do it or what's like the mindset behind what's happening. At least how I try to do it. Everybody has their own way of doing this shit. I've actually never watched anyone do it. I'm just trying to do it myself and replicate what I see in real life. And I noticed that in real life, the welding points are not visible, or like you're not going to see a pole sticking out of the other side. So you always want to have this whole look where it's going into the pole, but not coming out like this. Like this should not be visible. So to get rid of that, we have to either just figure out which one needs to go into each other. So right here, that doesn't work. It's most likely this one that needs to just go down more. Like this. And there you go. Now you have no visible end. But we are a little bit off. My eye is really good for these type of things, chat. But I feel like I'm a little bit unangled. I feel like I'm a little bit off here. Like I feel like it needs more this way. Why? I don't know. It just looked off. There we go. Wow, it's really taking shape now. Awesome. It's really taking fucking shape. Let's change our little beam here. This should be a little sideways. Let's go this way. No, that didn't work. We got to change everything. So something like that. And then duplicate it to the other side. I think there's some bars in between here too. I know that the gold track has to touch this at some point. So we're going to figure out what we need to do there. I might even have to bring this one a little bit closer because it looks like it's too far away from the supports. And now that I understand what's happening, I get what's going on now, why the support bracket is here. I don't know why they went this way, but it's supporting both tracks' weight. Instead of individually supporting it on independent braces like this. I wonder why they did it like that, but we need to put the weight of this track on here. So I think we're going to have to bring this a little bit closer, but we'll see. That will affect the race, so I don't know if I might do that. One second, chat. My sister was supposed to be bringing her big ass bong in here, and she forgot. That was gonna be an awesome hit. Take me to a next level. Start fucking designing lug nuts and shit. That is a little bit off right there, but no one's gonna see it. No one's gonna know. No one's gonna know, chat. No one's gonna know. What do you guys think of this section so far? You guys, is this a W in the chat? Does this look like we're getting somewhere? Or I'm just like building bullshit here? 1,000 EK? What do you guys think? Do you think this rail is low enough? high enough. I feel like BAB. Nah, you're getting somewhere? Okay. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Like, to be honest, I'm just building. I'm trying. I have an idea, but I really don't know what the hell's happening here. Like, I need another video of this side because right here is the last piece of structure that I can see from the video I'm watching. So I need another video so I can see what's happening here. Thinner. I'm gonna look at some POVs and compare how thick it is compared to the track so we can finalize on that size. But I know it looks thick. No Diddy. Looks good. No cap. Just have fun. Oh, we having fun, chop. The details is what is so fun. So if we need to make it a little bit thinner, a little bit bigger, that shit is amazing to me. I don't know why. That shit, like, just getting it closer, it sets off like a little thing in my brain of just like, ooh, look at that. It's because then when we get it done, chat, and we get out of this work mode and we get to just fly around, whoo, it's gonna look so good. One second, chat. 1 second, chat. Our vibes have turned off. Okay, so give me like 45 seconds, chat. 45 seconds, chat. We'll take a ride on West Coast, and I'll be right. from the game, chat? What's going on? What the fuck? There's always something. Wait a minute, chat. What is going on? Wait a minute. Can you guys hear the game? I'm gonna ride a coaster. Can you guys hear the game? I'm gonna ride a coaster. The audio from the game is not there. What the fuck? The audio from the game is not there. What the fuck? We're gonna be right back, chat. It looks like I didn't know that you guys couldn't hear the audio from the game. Let me just make a new source for the audio. Okay, my bad, chat. I did not know that you guys couldn't hear the game. Okay, we still don't have audio. Okay, I know what to do, chat. I got it. Okay, I know what to do, chat. I got it. Here we go. down. Okay, let me make sure that the audio doesn't get fucked. Mic check. Okay, check. I don't know why it does that when we have the game going at the same time. It gives us a stutter. Mic check. When the game's going at the same time, I don't know why, chat. It just gives us a stutter. Back to the build. I just didn't know it was like this. I thought we had these problems solved. Okay, let's see how we sound now. Still get this fucking pop that comes in every time I talk. Mic check. Weird. Okay. Remove. Check, check. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, chat. It's like I can listen to. I can listen to everything else but the game at the same time. Like if the mic is going, we get fucked. I'm gonna end the stream. Hold on. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna do a little test stream again. I don't like that we can't hear the game. My bad, chat. We'll be right back. Fuck that.